Kaboom! You know it's Warlord, the Sky Star General, Bounty Killer, and you're in tune to Joy Daily TV. Hey yo, yellow, Joy Daily, they can't catch us up, barely. Kaboom!
What's up, world? It's your girl, Joy Daily. I am here live in Kingston, Jamaica at Mixing Lab Studio with the warlord himself, the general. I mean, this man has so many AKAs. It's too many for me to say. I would love for you to introduce yourself to the world. We all know who he is, but we want to hear from you.
Without no introduction, this is Mr. Rodney Price, a.k.a. Bounty Killer, a.k.a. the Ground Godzilla, a.k.a. the Poor People Governor, a.k.a.
It's a whole heap of AKAs. And you've acquired all these AKAs over the years doing dancehall. I feel like you've been around for so long that you have seen the whole evolution of dancehall.
Yeah, I've been around some time now.
And so you've seen it really like evolve.
Yeah, I've seen the growth and I know how much it has evolved and it's still growing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know, a lot of artists who have been around as long as you have don't necessarily like the direction that dancehall is going because it has become very much like influenced heavily by hip-hop music. And they're making something called dancehall trap music or something. Have you heard about that? And what are your thoughts?
Yeah, we heard about everything, and tell you what, it's different generations, and different generations always come with their own vibration. The root of the music is the root of the music, so the face of it is what the younger people is doing, and they're trying different things. They're trying to find their own sound and their own selves. And you have to accept it. It's just like when we came, we twist the 80s in the 90s a little bit, but we keep the authenticity. Now, when I came out, there was not no cable, there wasn't no BET, we was not so influential, we was not exposed. So we more was into the culture and more indigenous. But now, you got the internet, you got social media, you got YouTube, you got BT, you got MTV, you got so many TVs. So a lot of influence is in their head. And they want to try different things. So you got to accept it. Even if you don't like it, you can't do nothing but bite it. You can't fight it. You got to accept it and know that, well, that's not my style, but that's what the people are doing. You know, and that's what young people are doing. You got to just embrace it and just know, well, it's different from your cup of tea.
Right. And to me, what's so interesting about it is like back when dancehall had like its original traditional sound, it seemed to me like that's when it was a lot of crossing over happening.
That's because that's the difference. When it's an alternative to a market, it's easier to get accepted because it's different, it's fresh, it's unknown. So that was the authentic sound that America knows. That's the Caribbean thing. Now it's a hybrid thing. It fused with similarity of the American sound, so sometimes it does sound like this is something from around here already. But back in the days, from your ear the punani rhythm and your ear the slanting rhythm, you know, oh, that's the Caribbean vibes. You know, so authenticity is very good. Identity and authenticity, it's a good thing to keep in your genes. So that's the problem with the music. Still good, but it sounds like other things now.
It sounds a lot like hip-hop.
Yeah.
I mean, and I do feel like on one hand, it is like American people can kind of relate to it a little bit better because it does sound more familiar.
Yeah, they can relate to it, but they don't gravitate to it as much because it seemed like something that they had already. It's not a new meal. So that's the difference. It's familiar, but it's not that impacting as the original hardcore sound. If you notice, they have never sampled a trap dancehall. Nobody has ever sampled a trap dancehall. The last big music sample out of Jamaica is Nicki Minaj sampling the Diwali rhythm. And that's 22-year-old. Every music that been sampled is had to be something 15 or 20 years ago. Because it's like the recent sounds are not that attractive or impacting to the international community. So people overseas love the trap thing, but I'm not seeing they're making certain effort by trying to recycle a trap beat or trying to advance it or someone jumping on it from overseas. The only thing happened was Skilly Bang and Nicki Minaj, and still it never do as great.
Skang did a song with Nicki Minaj too. That also it didn't do anything like.
So I don't know, but the sound has a lot to do with it. If you notice, the biggest sample song out of Jamaica, Mama Nancy. Bam bam, what a bam bam, and that's a whole song, and everybody always going like, oh, the whole sound is this and that, and the whole sound is that, but it's still the whole sound everybody using. So that says a lot.
It does.
The whole room knows the corner best.
Absolutely. Now, I want to talk about the dance hall culture as a lifestyle. Like, how would you describe, like, what is a dance hall lifestyle? What does that look like?
Dancehall is a culture. It's more than just a lifestyle. It's a way of people live. But the real dancehall was rubber up thing, man, a woman stay so a bubble under one and done. Nobody not to focus on nobody or mug nobody or pre nobody. So it kind of changed to me now. I guess mostly the video light kind of caused that problem there, I guess, because everybody start to look at everybody and everybody want to be on video. But back in the days when we had a party, a bubbling, every man, I forget a girl when certain songs start play.
So you don't think that right now the dancing part of the dance hall culture isn't like a huge part of it still?
Yeah, it's a huge part of it, but that wasn't how dancehall used to be. Back in the days, it was just bogle alone a dance. It was one dance. Now everybody want to be a dancer. I wish everybody's not a dancer, but everybody's dancing, which is a good thing. The vibes is great and all that, but that dancing is a little part of dancehall culture. The real dancing was men and women together, not a group of men or a group of girls. That is a later version of the dancehall lifestyle.
Is that something that's, like you said, that's relatively new with
Mr.
these...
Wacky brought that in.
Okay.
Bogle and Janai are the one who are responsible for that in the early 2000s. But in the 90s, it wasn't nothing like that.
No, it wasn't.
No dance group and a dance group. It was men and women bubbling together. And then Bogle come in with the Bogle in the early 90s. And
it's even evolved from just groups of people doing dances. I mean, they're literally climbing up on rooftops and doing splits and flips.
Dancehall always have the antiques and the little craziness.
The acrobatics.
Someone always do that. Just like from Buck Up back in the days, you always have a crazy one.
Really?
Some little crazy antiques always
Do
happen.
you think it's getting crazier and crazier?
No, that's nothing new. That's been happening. I guess you just recognize it, but...
I mean, no, to
they've
me...
been jumping in trees, climbing on the bus from Passa Passa back in the days.
To me, it got crazy with the daggering. When that came out...
No, you need to go and check back Passa Passa and something in Dirty Fridays. All of that was
I
happening.
remember Passa Passa.
Those things happening from mid-2000s.
So you're saying that style of dancing, that aggressive, very sexual style of dancing, it's been around. It's not...
Yeah, that's the daggering part of it. That's the mid-2000s, as I told you. The Passa Passa and the Dirty Friday, that's where that started. So all them jump in a tree, jump on vehicle and crazy thing that was happening.
Have you ever seen somebody take it too far? Because they... You know, these dancers are doing all kind of crazy stunts. Like you said, for the video, like, have you ever seen anything where you're just like, yo, you're doing too much?
Yeah, I saw where people jump off a roof and jump on people and broke people's foot. So they're trying to do a dance, jumping off the roof and all that thing. Yeah, sometimes they get extra crazy.
What's the motivation, you think, for some of these?
I can't tell, darling.
No, okay.
When music hits it, you feel no pain. That's all I can say. I don't know what's going on in anyone's head, but I know that's crazy.
It is.
But they do crazy stuff.
They do. They do.
And then some people really want the attention, so they go out of the way. Because sometimes it's like a competition, you know. Some people want to outdo the other, and that's when it get crazy. When everybody should just do it together.
Do you think that it's important for a dancehall artist like yourself to actually go to the dance hall? You know, they have artists like yourself who don't go out anymore.
Well, it's
you know
important to always go and interact with the people and feel the vibration of what they are pushing and how they are reacting and how they are absorbing the music. And then it's also good to go and politic and socialize with music insiders because most of the parties and the events, you always have producers, musicians, other artists, promoters, all type of people in the space. So it's always a good thing to keep that interaction and that communication, and it's good for you to know exactly how the people reacting to your music so you know how to serve them and how to suit them. So it's not everybody really like to do that, so everybody do their thing different. But I like to go and see the impact of the music and how the people absorb and react to it, so I know exactly how to punch when I go on the stage. So for me, it's very important. I don't know about other artists, how they see it.
It's almost like you're doing research when you go to the dance hall.
It's always good to go and watch them so you know how to lecture them and govern them. Yeah, so you direct with the people. It's just like when you have artists who have people running their page. They don't know what their fans saying. Someone have to tell you what your fans saying. When you go on the stages, you will have to serve the fan. So you should know exactly what your patient need.
You know, speaking of, you know, comments and social interaction, how much do you pay attention to social media and your social media? Is that a big part?
I don't pay attention to social media. I pay attention to my social media.
Okay.
I don't give a F what's going on social media, but what's going on my page is very important to me. Okay. Because that's where my fans interact with me and they tell me exactly how they feel and what impact the music making, and then I know how to cook up what I'm cooking up. So my page is very important, but in general, I don't really care what's on social media because it's mostly propaganda and gossip on social media.
Absolutely.
You got a few good sites and few good bloggers who come with good content and positive, uplifting, make sense content. But most time it's just word of mouth and what's said and gossip. I see them, but I don't care.
Yeah. So you're not looking at the blogs to see what they're talking about?
No, I don't pay attention. I've seen them because they come up on the feed. But I'm not going to scroll and pay attention and go listen to negative foolish.
Right.
If it's anything interesting, then I'll look and listen. So my original Ground Godzilla page has been suspended for months now. For what reason, I don't know. Well, and I hope to recover back the other page. I'm still working on it.
I hope so as well. Because, you know, that's the page that you did the infamous versus with Beanie Man. That was changed the whole course of the internet, in my opinion. It had such a huge impact on the world. Like everybody was watching. Y'all took that to a whole nother level. Can you talk a little bit about that experience? Were you guys anticipating that it was going to be that big? No, and was there any preparation involved? Did y'all rehearse together?
I don't know what was going to happen. I don't even know much about verses at the time. And we never rehearse. That's something what we do all the time. We've been clashing, we've been competing. So that don't need any rehearsal. That was just Bounty and Beanie doing what they do all the time. So it wasn't anything to be prepared for, because it's something that we've been doing from we was kids. So it was just natural to go out there and just do it on the internet, and then this time it's different. It's no audience, it's no live audience, and then it's not any competition. It was just like doing what you did before. Those verses how you used to do it back in the day, so it was just fun. This is not like we was doing it for a rival vibe, so this one was different from Sting 93 when Beanie was really my rival. Now we are friends and we're just doing it for the fun and fans, and it was something to get away from the boredom and the isolation.
It was such a good escape for everyone.
That was one of the best competition me and Beanie ever going to.
Yeah.
It was just fun.
It was. And were you anticipating so many celebrities tuning in, like all these big A-list celebrities?
I had no idea what was going to happen because we never had no experience of the verses. Cause it started out them time there. So we never really pay attention to verses. It's when they really call us. The only thing we told them, we're not going to do it in two separate rooms. We don't know about competition where the East and the West. A battle have to be face to face. And we feel your nerves and you feel my energy, and this is how you battle. You understand? It's like two boxers and one in a room and one in a room. That can't be boxing.
No, it's not.
You understand? So that's the only thing we tell Swiss Beat, we have to be in one room.
Right.
And then from that now, they learn that they should be battling in one room for you. Because the two different Wi-Fi and the two different locations just kill some of the synergy and the energy. And then from that, everybody start to battle in the same room.
Oh, yeah.
Because they learn the real vibes come when everybody's in the same space.
And I think y'all just forced like every artist after you to step their game up when it came to live performing, because that's one thing I will say about dancehall artists, especially people that have been around for a while like you. Y'all sound exactly like the record.
Yeah,
there's no need to
something
play
you
your
practice.
track. Like a lot of these hip hop artists, when they perform, they
that's a
gotta
hip-hop
play
thing.
the track.
They sing over
yeah,
the
and
song.
it's like
And the younger ones that coming up in dancehall, they practice it and it's annoying. It's not good because you can't know the artist. And then now sometimes you can sing over the track, but if you're gonna sing over the track, you got to synchronize. You got to can sync it. Beyonce sing over track, but you can't tell.
No, I didn't.
Because the way she rears and lock it tight, you have to be a professional musician to know that she's singing over tracks.
Yeah.
Because she's not going to let the track go there and she's right here and you can hear the track separate from her. Some people not putting in the right effort, because if I'm singing over my track, you're not going to hear the big difference. Because I'm going to sync. But some people don't even know that if you're going to sing over the track, you got to go exactly like it and put it down like a gloves. But it's not the best thing to do. You must sing back the song yourself. And most people are not practicing to do that.
Now, how do you...
That's a hip-hop thing.
Yeah.
It's cool in hip-hop world, but in dancehall, I think it's...
I don't think it's cool. I think it's lazy.
No,
I think
but
it's people
hip-hop
who don't
world
want to try
accept
hard.
it. The hip-hop fans cool with that.
Yeah.
Jamaican don't cool with that. They don't know it like that. Yeah.
So how do you...
Mariah Carey come here and sing over track and they boo her.
Oh, wow.
Okay?
Yeah.
And that's Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
Because she's not singing.
And people, you know...
So it's a dangerous
Yeah, I
thing.
understand.
It's not everywhere you can do that. Some places don't accept that.
How do you preserve your voice? Like you sound the same as you did when you first came out. Is it you have to drink a special tea, or is there anything that you have to do at home to just keep your voice like intact?
Well, all you gotta do, you gotta make sure you always have your organic honey, and you always have your garlic, and you have a thing named liquor fruta. Garlic and honey, that's an ointment for hoarseness. A few times I've been hoarse, never hoarse like 10 times since I'm an artist, but a few times. So eucalyptus and honey and the liquor fruta, garlic, those things are good for the vocals and the glands.
Oh wow, he's giving away
But
all
I always drink
secrets.
whole stuff. My only thing is mint tea. I always drink mint tea. I don't too mess with the dairy product and those things. The milk, stuff and milk, sit in your glands and them things, they easy to make you hoarse up and give you cold. So stay away from the dairy product. And if you don't have to drink cold stuff, you don't drink it, but I have to. Because my head hot, I gotta drink cold stuff.
All right, so another part of the dance hall culture that I observed that I wanted you to touch on is a little bit controversial. I did do a documentary on it a few years back, about 7 years ago, and it's still something that's still so strong in the culture, and that is the skin bleaching. Is that something that you've been observing like the whole time for dancehall, or is it something that is becoming more popular now in today's time?
People been bleaching a long time. It just getting more popular. From back in the days, I know people used to bleach. It was just not men. It was just mostly women I know used to do that. Yeah, used to rub you up with ambi and not mole and them something before them say a cake soap and some new product now where them start call them. But I don't know, people are bleach. It just become more popular now, and men took it up more than even women. That's why it get ridiculous, because when women bleach, man never used to pay attention. Man love them browning. And when every black man, dark skinned man start get white now, people start wonder. And then now, people start bleach all them kids.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you have some girls bleach out them baby, yeah. It reached to that dimension. One at a time. A few years ago, I can remember on the news, a woman come out and bleach her picnic.
Yo.
So that's insecurity. Some people insecure, some people feel like they're not being seen, so when them skin brighter, I guess the attention come brighter. But that's something we're happening all over. All Africa, them do it. Black people all over the world just bored and don't know if they do themselves sometime and do the unthinkable.
Just interesting because it just seems so specific to the dance hall
No,
culture.
it's not.
It's
No,
not.
dancehall culture.
No.
Dancehall culture does overdo it. Because the dancehall style, everything come in, them kind of overdo it sometimes for a fashion thing.
Right.
But on a dancehall culture, bleaching come from.
So do you think that it's because of Vybz Kartel that became so big in the dancehall?
Kartel have a lot to do with it becoming so popular, yes. Because he had a huge fan base and he was very influential at the time.
And then he didn't start off like that. He started off black and then...
Yeah, we all know that, but I'm just saying...
As an artist, it's not like he came out like...
No, everybody who know Kartel know he never came out like that. So we don't even have to go there. But I'm saying at a point he started to bleach and then he had his fan base and the whole of them started.
And then he started promoting it.
Gaza people, most of them bleach out, that fit them style that.
So why is that something that you never, ever considered doing, which I'm sure you haven't?
Why you would think I would consider
I wouldn't think anyone would.
That's not something that a man like me would do. So you couldn't ask me why me never do that. You couldn't see Bounty Killer doing that. Bounty Killer is a man who stand for real and righteous and the right things. So I could never consider me doing them things.
Right. I mean, I only ask because there are a lot of artists in the dancehall who...
Yeah, the kinky ones and the freaky ones, they can't ask Bounty Killer that. Killer not gonna do them something.
Yeah.
Killer stand for the culture. Stand for the heritage and all the things and the principle where we stand upon as real Jamaicans.
Absolutely.
Anything when a two Jamaican, Killer can't do it.
So bleaching is not a Jamaican thing?
Bleaching come from a far place. All over the world, but a Jamaican take advantage of it and Africans mostly. Because them do it in Nigeria too, them do it in Africa too.
Since I've been here, a dancehall artist got arrested, pulled out of their car for no apparent reason, someone named Kraft. And it does seem like, you know, you do have a lot of situations where dancehall artists are in the hands of police. Do you think that police target dancehall artists? Like they're watching you closely, they're waiting for you to do the slightest little thing so they can lock you up?
No, I don't think so. If you are doing the right thing, no police can target you. No police gonna target you if you are on the right track. If you are doing things that's unscrupulous and unlawful, they might target you and they might get you. Not every police really a favor or a fan of Bounty, but they can't target me because I ain't doing nothing out of the way or out of the law. You understand? So it's not, if they want to target you, it's what you doing with yourself for them to target you. Because the law always targets citizens. Yeah, sometimes, even innocent ones, but if you're not doing nothing out of the way, they can't harm you. You understand? And then you have to just know how to conduct yourself among the police sometime. You understand?
Yeah.
Because I don't know what happened, but it looked like some miscommunication. Because if it's a traffic stop, you shouldn't have to be taken out of your car and you shouldn't have to be arrested. So I don't know what transpired after the traffic stop. Because traffic stop should be your document and if you must get a ticket or you get a ticket. So I guess it escalated from that and then we couldn't hear what transpired on the camera. You understand? So it's just, we have to be more skeptical and careful and walk on the chalk line. Because we know dancehall culture has a certain stigma. They always make it seem like dancehall influence violence and influence bad behavior and negative for the kids. So sometimes society might try to target artists, as you said. But if you don't do anything out of the way, they can't do you nothing. So you have to just be extra careful in the society that we live in.
Oh, absolutely. And I've been coming to Jamaica many years and I would always rent a car and drive. And do you know that every single time I've ever been pulled over, and I've been pulled over multiple times, every single time they told me in Jamaica to get out of my car. No. It wasn't, let me see, license registration. No, it was step out of your vehicle. We're going to search your vehicle every single time I ever got pulled over.
That's illegal.
I thought it was strange.
No, that's strange.
But it happened to me multiple times.
No, you're not supposed to be taking out no car for no traffic stop. Unless it leads to some other suspicion. If they stop you for a traffic violation and then they approach you and they seem anything suspicious or you seem
I seem suspicious. Maybe I just look suspicious why they like for me to get out the car.
But by right, for a traffic violation, nobody's supposed to add you out to your car instant unless something else transpires after that.
Yeah, I never
But
understood
sometimes
that.
our police can be very
They're-
unfair.
Yeah.
And go
Yeah.
out of their way and overuse their power.
Absolutely.
Sometimes me and them have a problem too. Enough time we quarrel. Because I'm not taking no undue harassment. It's just like some illegal stops that they do. Like at nights, they have certain point when they know people coming from certain events. They go and they just stop you because they are the police. For no reason. And sometimes we have problem with them. Sometimes I drive and them, I drive me down and I don't business. Because that stop is illegal. You just stopping people because you think you are the police. You have no reason to stop me. And then you are picking out vehicles. You're not stopping every vehicle. You're looking for a specific vehicle and you don't even know my vehicle. Why are you picking out mine? So that does seem weird to me. So sometimes I dispute it and they have a problem, but I don't care. Because the commissioner don't know about these stops. They're hustling. They do the little hustling thing. Where they stop and they interrogate people and they try to hustle a food and then no problem, but if me driveway don't go like I did have to stop for no interrogation.
So please tell me what you got cooking up in the studio.
Well, currently I'm working on a reggae album. All reggae. I've never done a full reggae album. I've done lots of reggae songs, but I never made an album of reggae. So I felt like, okay, it's good to just do a whole album of reggae. And then, as you say, it's this era of mostly trap dancehall and everybody's trying new vibes. So I'm saying, you know what, reggae need to get that support as well. And then last few years, people are talking about reggae dead and this and that and give thanks to YG Mali come show them up and say that reggae is alive and well.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm working on. Recently, we dropped the Time Bomb EP with me and Baby Sham, produced by Dave Kelly, which is still streaming and going on good. So the next project will be the full reggae album.
So does that mean we're going to expect to hear a lot more singing from you?
Well, it's not really a singing album. A few singing songs going to be on it, yes, because of reggae, but it's not really a singing reggae album.
Okay.
It's going to be a reggae album with singing and DJ and chanting, might be rapping, what to tell.
Oh, wow.
So it's going to be Bounty Killer, but it's just reggae. So you got a few singing songs, but it's not a whole singing album.
Okay, well, I'm sure the world is waiting. When was the last time? It's been a while since you dropped an album, right?
That's like 22 years ago. You know? The
Wow.
last album was Get a Dictionary.
Wow.
Yeah, the last full album was Get a Dictionary in 2022. And I've been nominated for a Grammy.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, and then recently we dropped the EP with Baby Sham, but I haven't done any album in decades. So it's been anticipated. I should have put out the King of Kingston album 2 years ago, but things didn't work out exactly as I wanted it, so I kind of scrapped the album. I got most of the tracks still, so the album is actually still there. I released a few of them. So hopefully next year I might just finish the King of Kingston album as well.
Wow. So
But it's all about the reggae album now.
Okay.
Instant Classic. That's what I think I'm going to call it. The title, Instant Classic. Yes.
I like that.
Because it's mostly some vintage reggae rhythm I'm going to use to. It's not no new reggae. It's mostly all the classics. Take them and make back brand new classics on them.
Oh, I can't wait.
So that's the intention.
Yeah. And about when do you think we're going to be getting that from you? I know you said this year or early next year.
About August or September.
Oh, so this is almost like wrapped up then.
Yeah, most of the album is finished now. Most of the tracks. We're just finalizing a couple others.
Okay. Well,
And it will be produced by Jazzwatt, my original musician from King Jammy's days, the man who played the first hit song, Copper Shot. He played the general rhythm. And he has been there with me all of my career. So he's going to be the executive producer for this album.
oh, that is very exciting. I'm very much looking forward to hearing this new music, giving us a little bit of a different side of Bounty Killer. Everyone says that you're like much more calm now. You're not cross and miserable and angry anymore. So
I'm everything that I am.
I'm like, will this music reflect a more like a calmer side?
It's just different ways and means of going about things. Nobody changed, but people grow. and people mature, and people learn how to approach things different. So it's not like I can't be stupid or I can't do cross anger miserable fuckery that I used to do. But I see things different now and I just approach things different. So I don't really act that way anymore, but if it should come to the test, if people get me cross anger miserable, they will get it. But it's not gonna happen so easily like back in the days where you just randomly get cross angry miserable. No.
Okay.
It have come with an invitation now. Yeah, that's not free again.
Okay.
Yes, it come with a cost.
All right, Bounty. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today. And
You're most welcome.
I'm definitely, like I said, I'm looking forward to hearing your new music and the new album. And you already gave us your Instagram, but how else can we find you on the internet?
Well, it's Bounty Killer, Facebook Bounty Killer, and One Owner General, and IG, because I don't do too much things. That's all I do. Facebook, IG, I don't know else. I'm not all over the place.